Here is a number that should not be possible. Visa keeps roughly 50 cents of pure profit out of every dollar it earns. Not 50 cents of revenue, 50 cents of profit after everything. Apple, the most valuable company on the planet, keeps about 25. JP Morgan, one of the largest banks in history, keeps around 30 in a great year. And yet the little rectangle of plastic in your back pocket quietly out-earns almost all of them. The strange part? Visa never lends you a single dollar. Let's clear up the biggest myth first, because almost everyone gets this wrong. Visa is not a bank. When you swipe your card, Visa is not the one fronting the money. Visa does not decide your credit limit. Visa does not call you when your payment is late. Visa never loses a cent when you default. The bank that issued your card does all of that. They take the risk, they carry the debt, they eat the losses. So what exactly is Visa doing in that 1.5 seconds between the swipe and the little green check mark? It's running a toll booth, and it owns the only road. Think about what actually has to happen when you buy a $4 coffee. Your card has to prove it's real. Your bank has to confirm you have the money. The coffee shop's bank has to agree to accept it. And all of that has to clear, verify, and settle across different banks that don't trust each other and maybe on different continents before the barista hands you the cup. Visa built the pipe that carries that message. Every transaction that travels down the pipe pays a tiny toll. Individually, it's nothing. A few pennies, a fraction of a percent. But Visa's network moves somewhere north of 200 billion transactions a year. Pennies multiplied by the entire spending habits of the planet. This is the thing people miss about toll booth businesses. The road is already built. The hard, expensive, decades-long work of laying the rails, signing up the banks, and earning the trust of millions of merchants, that's done. So when one more person taps their card for the first time, Visa's cost to handle that extra swipe is close to zero. The booth is already standing. The road is already paved. Every new car that drives through is almost pure profit. Economists have a clinical phrase for this: extremely low marginal cost. I prefer the honest version. Visa gets to charge a toll on a road it will never have to build again. And here's the contrarian part, the part that makes this a genuinely beautiful business, and not just a big one. Visa wins no matter who wins. Recession? People still buy groceries, gas, and medicine, and most of them tap a card to do it. Boom. People spend even more, and Visa's cut grows right along with the bill. Inflation? Prices go up. The toll is a percentage of the price. So Visa's toll quietly goes up too, without Visa lifting a finger. It is one of the only businesses on earth that is structurally long on human spending itself. Not on any product, not on any trend, on the simple fact that people will keep buying things. Now contrast that with the bank that actually issued your card. The bank has to find depositors. The bank has to decide who's creditworthy and who isn't. The bank has to set aside billions for the loans that will go bad. And in a bad year, plenty do. The bank lives and dies on risk. Visa sells the bank a service and walks away clean. When the economy turns and borrowers stop paying, the bank bleeds. Visa just keeps collecting tolls on whatever spending is left. One business owns the risk. The other owns the road. Guess which one the market pays more for? So why hasn't someone just built a competing road? This is where it gets genuinely hard to copy, and it's the real moat. To take on Visa, you'd need every bank to issue your card and every merchant to accept it. But no bank will issue a card that no shop takes, and no shop will install a terminal for a card no customer carries. It's a chicken and egg trap that's nearly impossible to break from a standing start. Visa solved it over 60 years ago and has been compounding that head start ever since. The more people who carry it, the more shops accept it. The more shops accept it, the more people carry it. The network feeds itself. That loop is worth more than any patent. This is why the market treats Visa less like a company and more like a private tax on global commerce. And here's the uncomfortable truth most people never think about. You are paying that tax right now on almost everything you buy, and you can't see it. The merchant builds the swipe fee into the price of the coffee, the shoes, the groceries, so the sticker covers it whether you pay cash or card. The toll is invisible because it's already baked into the number on the tag. You've been a Visa customer your whole life, and most of the time, you never even held their product. Now, is the road truly unbreakable? This is where I'll push back on my own argument, because the smart money is asking exactly this. Real threats are circling. Some countries are building their own national payment rails to stop sending tolls to an American company. India and Brazil already have them, moving billions of payments outside the old network. Bank-to-bank instant transfers are getting cheaper and could route around the card entirely. Regulators in multiple countries keep eyeing those swipe fees and asking why they're so high. None of these has broken the road yet. But the most profitable toll booth in the world is exactly the kind of target that attracts people who want to build a bypass. So here's the real lesson, and it's bigger than one company. The most powerful businesses in the world often aren't the ones making the product you actually wanted. They're the ones sitting quietly in the middle, taking a small cut every time anyone makes a move. They don't take the risk. They don't carry the debt. They just own the road and charge a toll and let everyone else do the hard and dangerous work of lending, selling, and building. Find the toll booth, and you've usually found a profit. The companies in the spotlight take the risk. The companies in the middle take the money. If you want a next breakdown, subscribe. One new company every few days. Next time, we'll pull apart another business that's far stranger and far richer than it looks.